Today we are starting with the third unit of International Business Economics. Okay. This is the third unit of International Business Economics, and the title of third unit is Currency and International Finance. Currency and International Finance. So let's start with the third unit, Currency and International Finance. Now, in regards to this currency market, let us understand the meaning of currency market. Where can you see my PPT?
Yes, sir.
So currency market, where money denominated in one currency is bought and sold with money denominated in other currency. That is called as a currency market, where there is a buying and selling of currency happens. Maybe someone is buying currency of dollar, or someone is selling currency of yen. So either buying or selling, where it happens, that is known as currency market. Now, in regards to the international trade and capital transaction, basically, why do we require currency? Why do we buy currency and why do we sell currency? It is nothing but for trade purpose, for business purpose. Either you are having business at international level, that is why you are in need of foreign currency. You might be importing material. If you are importing material, then you will have to make payment in foreign currency. Vice versa, if you are exporting material, then you are receiving foreign currency. So that is known as the international trade. Are you getting my point? Are you following? Yes, please. Hello? And capital transaction.
Yes.
Yes. So there are also capital transactions. Like capital transaction means somebody wants to make investment in a foreign company. So that we can call as a capital transaction. Or government would like to purchase machinery from foreign. So that is also the example of capital transaction. When one government purchasing some machinery of other country, so that government will have to make payment. So this transaction is known as capital transaction. Like in now Pune city, metro work is going on. So most of the metro things are being imported in Pune. So that we can call as a capital transaction. Then on next line, this particular thing facilitated with the ability to transfer purchasing power between countries. Because of this currency market, what happens? Purchasing power of country gets increases. If a particular country having money, then and then only they can purchase equipments from other country. If country people have sufficient money, then and then only they can have business at international level. Am I correct? So this is nothing but the ability to transfer purchasing power between countries. Basically, there has to be purchasing power, and when purchasing power comes to a person or country, and unless and until they are back up with sufficient fund. If there are no funds, means fund means, what do you mean by fund? What do you mean by fund? Yes, please. Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So what do you mean by fund? फंड का मतलब क्या है? आप क्या समझते हो? फंड मीन्स व्हाट? कैन यू आंसर मी? फंड मीन्स व्हाट? हेलो, कैन यू hear me? What do you mean by fund? Hello?
Money made available for particular.
Yes, money. So unless and until you are associated with money, you are not associated with fund, purchasing power won't come. You may not be able to have that purchasing power. So this is the very basic point of economics. Purchasing power should be there. Ability to buy things, ability to purchase things. Now, this entire purchasing power we can measure in this currency market. Currency market will tell you how much currency, how much purchasing power of India has, how much purchasing power Japan has, what is the purchasing power of USA. So this question answer may be given through this currency market. Now this currency market, next point, this currency market is having OTC type. OTC type means, OTC means, anybody knows the meaning, long form of OTC? Any one of you knows OTC का long form मालूम है किसी को? अगर मालूम है तो बोलिए, अगर नहीं मालूम है तो ना बोलिए. Any attendees knows the long form of OTC? Yes, please. Can you answer me? Yes. मालूम है क्या आपको OTC का लॉन्ग फॉर्म? हेलो
सर.
ओके, OTC का लॉन्ग फॉर्म है ओवर द काउंटर. O stand for over, T for the, over the counter, C for counter, over the counter. So this entire market, currency market, लोकेशन इसका क्या है? OTC टाइप, ओवर द काउंटर. काउंटर पे होता है, ऑन द टेबल दिस ट्रांजेक्शन हैपेंस. एंड नाउडेज इट हैपेंस ऑनलाइन, थ्रू लैपटॉप, थ्रू टेलीफोन कॉल्स, थ्रू वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग कॉल्स, ईमेल. Today this market, it happens on this phone and telex. Second line I mentioned, most trade by phone and telex. So in OTC there is no specific location. आप ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते कि हमको करेंसी मार्केट करना है तो आ जाओ, पुणे में आ जाओ, नागपुर में आ जाओ, कोलकाता में आ जाओ. नहीं, ऐसा कुछ इसको लोकेशन नहीं है. You can have your transaction where you are, and you can reach to even the remote country also. यहाँ बैठ के आप, you can reach to Switzerland, you can reach to Canada, you can reach to USA, anywhere. So there is no specific location. So please understand, currency market do not have specific location. अगर आपको कोई बोलता है कि करेंसी मार्केट किधर है, तो भाई इसका कोई लोकेशन नहीं है. करेंसी मार्केट किधर है, ये गली में है या वो मोहल्ले में है, ये नगर में, ऐसा उसका कोई लोकेशन नहीं है. दिस हैपेंस एंटायरली ऑन द OTC टाइप, ओवर द काउंटर. समझ गए? समझे क्या?
Yes, sir.
So most trade by phone and telex. Most of the transaction happens through phone call and telex. Now, ये जो currency market है, because our topic is currency market and international finance. So I am presenting the currency market, structure of the currency market. Basically, there are 4 players. Can you see my PPT?
Yes, sir.
So number 1, retail market. Then second one is wholesale market, which is also known as interbank market, either a wholesale or interbank. In some book you will find the word interbank, तो एक ही word मतलब है इसका. Then price maker, and the last one is price taker. तो ये these are the 4 pillar of currency market: retail market, wholesale market, price maker, and price taker. Now let us understand one by one. What is the retail market? Basically, retail market, when person travels from one country to another country, maybe for a trip to enjoy some historical sites, we can call as a tourist. मालूम है आपको tourist? What they do? Tourist? What do you mean by tourist? टूरिस्ट क्या करते हैं? बिजनेस करते हैं क्या टूरिस्ट? हेलो, हेलो, कैन यू हियर मी?
Yes, sir.
टूरिस्ट का मतलब क्या है? टूरिस्ट, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय टूरिस्ट?
People who travel.
Just for enjoyment purpose. People who travel for enjoyment. दुबई जाते हैं लोग शॉपिंग के लिए, घूमने के लिए जाते हैं ना, जस्ट फॉर रोमिंग. इटली जस्ट फॉर रोमिंग. तो वो लोग क्या करते हैं? दे कैरी ट्रैवलर चेक. They carry traveler check from India and they in cash. Suppose if they are going to Italy, then they will take Italy currency by issuing this traveler check. तो ये सारे ट्रांजेक्शन इसमें आते हैं रिटेल मार्केट में. सो रिटेल मार्केट इज नथिंग बट बेसिकली इट इज मेड अप ऑफ ट्रैवलर चेक. बहुत सारे ट्रैवलर चेक यहाँ पे ट्रांजेक्शन होता है. एंड ट्रैवलर चेक जनरली carried by tourist. So this is one aspect of currency market. Second one is wholesale market. In wholesale market, generally most of the central banks, now say for India, central bank is Reserve Bank of India. Our central bank is Reserve Bank of India. Commercial bank like say HDFC, ICICI. So these are the banks. They are playing important role in wholesale market or interbank market, because through this bank, through the central bank and commercial bank, people either they buy foreign currency or they sell foreign currency. So did you understand the meaning of interbank market or wholesale market? Understand the meaning of wholesale market in currency market?
Yes, sir.
Now, the third one, price maker. Price maker, they are nothing but the professional dealer who are working as an agent in this currency market. उनका काम ही है agent का. Means they help people, and while giving this help, what they take by doing this work, what they earn, agent, what they earn out of this transaction. Yes. Any agent, whenever we take help of agent, so what he take from you? No idea. Hello. Am I audible?
Commission.
Commission. So commission for that purpose, the price maker, they are working in this currency market. तो उनका काम ही है. So they are working in a two way. Two way मतलब क्या? Suppose now myself, now I would like to visit USA. मुझे जाना है USA next month. लेकिन मेरे पास यूएस की करेंसी नहीं है. सो आई एम अप्रोचिंग ये प्रोफेशनल डीलर को एंड आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग कि सर आई एम गोइंग यूएसए नेक्स्ट मंथ and my purpose is this and this. I want to visit these are the cities, but I want a dollar. I do not have dollar, but I have Indian rupee. तो वो बंदा क्या बोलेगा मुझे प्रोफेशनल डीलर कि ठीक है सर आपको यूएसए डॉलर चाहिए ना, तो इतना रेट पड़ेगा, ये मेरा कमीशन है. And accordingly, if these conditions are suitable for me, then I will buy dollar from that. I will buy dollar through this professional dealer. अगर उल्टा मुझे I want to go to Italy and I am holding a dollar, so I will be explaining that to professional dealer, sir, I am planning to visit Italy, but I have two currencies. I have Indian rupee and I have dollar, but I do not have a currency of Italy. So can you help me out? So dealer will advise me, sir, since you are having dollar is not workable in Italy. So I will purchase dollar from you. This is the rate, and in place of that, I will issue you Italy currency, and this is the rate for Italy currency, and this is my commission. So this professional dealer, they are working two way. Their market is two way. They are involved in selling activity as well as purchasing activity. It is called two-way market, where there is a purchasing and sale is there. Followed? What is two-way market? समझ गए ना two-way market? Let me give you the very simple example. Suppose if there is a real estate agent. मालूम है आप लोग रियल एस्टेट एजेंट क्या होता है? रियल एस्टेट एजेंट या
सर
क्या करता है? रियल एस्टेट एजेंट क्या करता है? What he does?
plots or the flats are sold to the people.
Yes. तो वो क्या करता है? अगर किसी को प्लॉट लेना है तो उसको भी मदद करता है, या किसी को प्लॉट बेचना है उसको भी मदद करता है. दोनों काम करता है ना. वो बेचने का भी काम करता है और खरीदने का भी काम करता है. Am I correct?
Yes sir.
तो उसको बोलते हैं हम टू वे मार्केट. अभी ये जो लास्ट है प्राइस टेकर is involved in currency market only for his own purpose. उसका खुद का कुछ पर्पज है, उसी के लिए वो प्राइस टेकर जो है वो उसमें इन्वॉल्व होता है. ओनली फॉर ओन पर्पज. उसका कोई किसी से लेना देना नहीं. ही इज नथिंग टू डू विथ अदर एक्टिविटी. ही इज देयर ओनली फॉर हिज ओन एक्टिविटी, ओन पर्पज. तो उसको हम बोलते हैं प्राइस टेकर. सो दीज आर द 4 डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स एंड दीज आर देयर एक्टिविटीज in the currency market. Any doubt in this slide?
No sir.
So I am going to the next slide. Now, participants in the currency market. Foreign exchange का मतलब है currency market. ना here I use word foreign exchange. Foreign exchange का ही दूसरा मतलब है currency market. Now, participants at 2 level. Just now we discussed wholesale. Wholesale किस में होता है? अभी हमने डिस्कस किया. wholesale किस में होता है? Between commercial bank and central bank. याद है क्या नहीं? wholesale. हेलो. wholesale किस में? देखो wholesale इधर देखिए. wholesale किस में है? Commercial and central bank. Look at my cursor. Can you see it? Wholesale.
Yes sir.
तो इसमें कौन होता है wholesale में? Commercial bank and Who are the participants in wholesale? Commercial bank and
Central bank.
central bank. And these major banks, their role is almost 95%. तो इतना proportion इसमें है, 95% major banks are participating at a wholesale level, and retail level business customers or tourists, they belongs to the retail level. तो मान लीजिए कि retail level 5% है, क्योंकि 100 में से 95 है, तो बचे कितने? From 195 goes, कितने बचे? How much left? 5% ना. 100% में से अगर 95% होलसेल है, तो रिमेनिंग इज रिटेल लेवल, दैट इज 5%. बराबर है ना?
Yes. Yes.
So now please listen carefully, because this is very important. Now next discussion. In currency market, there are two types. One is spot market and the another is forward market. And please let me tell you, 101% there are multiple choice question on this spot market and forward market. So please understand, and if you have any doubt, do not hesitate to ask me. What is spot market? Spot market, where there is a immediate transaction take place. Immediate. That is why the name is spot. हम बोलते हैं ना, I want on the spot. बोलते हैं ना हम जनरल लैंग्वेज में, I want on the spot. On the spot का मतलब क्या है? 2 साल बाद, 10 साल बाद. Immediate. Yes. So in spot market, where there are immediate transaction happens, that is why the name is spot market. तो ये easy to understand. Name itself indicates, नाम में सारी बात छुपी है, spot market. तो इसमें कुछ आपको इतना दिमाग लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है. But most of the time there are multiple choice questions asked, and students they get confused. Even they are not from name itself, they are not able to judge that what is spot market. So immediate transaction. And second feature is it is recorded by second business day. Business day, please understand this. Business day, it is nothing but the working day, except Saturday and Sunday, because in foreign market, Saturday and Sunday 99% market is closed. 99% Saturday and Sunday. Even if 1% market is open, but they will effect your transaction on Monday and not on Sunday. They will accept your transaction. If you are making transaction on Saturday, they will accept, but it will be affected on which day? Yes, it will be affected on which day? Which day? Can you answer me? On Saturday, if you are making currency transaction, which is the next business day? Monday. Then it will be recorded on Monday. Don't get confused. Business days are Monday to Friday. These are the business days at international level. Business days are Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday, the market is, they do not record transaction. So these are the features of spot market. We learned that there is immediate transaction and it is recorded by second business day. आज अगर आप करते हैं, suppose now today is unfortunately it is Saturday. Suppose आपने अगर Thursday को transaction किया, Thursday, so on Friday it will be recorded. That is the meaning. समझ गए spot market?
Yes.
Now the second market of currency is forward market. Now exactly opposite. In forward market, transaction take place at a specified future date. Now suppose, now today is what is the date of today?
5th March.
Today is 5th March. Now on 5th March, I am making one transaction, but I am also telling my agent I would like to complete this transaction on 1st of April. So 1st April is what? 1st April is today's date. It is future date or present date, 1st April.
future.
future date. So similarly, in forward market, transaction take place at a specified future date. Today itself, on 5th of March, I am telling that I would like to complete this transaction on 1st of April 2022. So when this kind of statement I am making, so it belongs to the forward market. आज के तारीख में मैं कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन असल में ट्रांजेक्शन होगा on 1st of April. Today I am just making my transaction, but it will be completed on 1st of April. तो उसको हम बोलते हैं फॉरवर्ड मार्केट. May I go to the next slide now?
Yes, sir.
Now, participants by market. In spot market, who are the participants? Spot market में commercial banks and brokers and customer of commercial and central banks. So there are 3 entities involved in spot market. I repeat, in spot market, commercial banks, broker, that is agent, and customers of commercial and central banks. जितने भी सेंट्रल बैंक के कस्टमर है, आरबीआई के, रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया के या आईसीआईसीआई के, जितने भी कस्टमर है, they can participate in this spot market. They are allowed. Whereas in forward market, again, there are 4 different entities involved. In forward market, there are arbitrators, traders, hedgers, and speculators. Now let me tell you one by one. Arbitrators मतलब क्या है? This particular group, arbitrators, they are involved in continuous selling and buying of currency. उनका काम ही है, continuous काम करते हो arbitrators. वो रोल है. Traders means businessman. Trader means businessman. Hedgers means who are advising on the risk factor. कितना कम से कम इसमें रिस्क आपको होनी चाहिए, इसका जो एडवाइस करते हैं उसको हम बोलते हैं हेजर. हेजर का काम क्या है? टू एडवाइज ऑन रिस्क मैनेजमेंट. क्योंकि फॉरेन करेंसी में रिस्क है ना भाई. देयर इज अप्स एंड डाउन इन फॉरेन करेंसी. डॉलर का रेट हमेशा कांस्टेंट होता है क्या? बोलिए मुझे. डॉलर का रेट नो. तो क्या होता है फिर हमेशा? डॉलर का क्या होता है हमेशा? Fluctuated. So it is fluctuating rate. Now when there is an upward fluctuation, then it may be a loss for a buyer, and vice versa. If there is a downward fluctuation, then there will be a gain to the buyer. तो दोनों तरफ से उसको, एक तरफ उसका फायदा है, दूसरी तरफ उसका लॉस है. तो आदमी लॉस के बारे में ज्यादा सोचता है. We are more worried about our loss. So to minimize loss, so hedger, he advise you, and for that purpose he charges fee also, commission. तो hedger भी फॉरेन मार्केट में important role play करता है. Then speculators and hedger, somebody will say, are they same? But actually they are not same. Hedger, they are having scientific study. Hedger, they are having scientific study to guide in currency market. Whereas speculators, they are aggressively working in this forward market. Aggressively, उनका काम ही है वो स्पेकुलेशन करते हो, एक प्रकार का जिसको हम बोलते हैं ना कि they are playing they are taking risk from the market. In general language, what we say that satta bazaar. So speculators. Those speculators are also there in forward market. So in forward market, there are 4 entities involved, and in spot market, there are 3 entities involved. So these are the participants of market in regards to the spot market and forward market. Now, spot quotations. कैसे होते हैं spot quotations? Spot, we learn that immediate transaction, and the transaction is recorded on the next business day. The sources are quotation. हम कोई भी करेंसी का अगर आपको quotation पता करना है, मतलब रेट, quotation का मतलब है रेट. हाँ, Try to understand. What do you mean by quotation? Quotation means what? Quotation means rate of currency. Rate. What is the rate of that particular currency? So this information, the sources are all major newspapers. Generally, Economic Times. It is one of the leading paper in India. Economic Times. Times of India. So this paper will give you the information about currency rate. And then there are also websites. If you search on Google currency rate website, you will get a number of website name. So that is also one of the source where major currencies have 4 different codes are there. तो इसमें क्या देते हैं वो लोग, स्पॉट प्राइस. आज अगर आपको डॉलर खरीदना है तो व्हाट इज द टुडेज प्राइस, स्पॉट प्राइस. there are also rates available for 30 days, 90 days, 180 days. 180 days almost for next 6 months the rates are also there, but there is a variation. But if you want to go for now, basically BCD, it belongs to the forward market and A belongs to the spot market. Correct? A stand for spot market and BCD for forward market. Am I correct? Did you understand?
Yes.
Then types of transaction and settlement dates. Settlement date oblique value date. What is this? The day on which transfers are effected. Actual transfers of a fund you are making. That date is known as settlement date or value date. So maybe in a MCQ question, multiple choice question, this question can be asked. So you should know the proper meaning of settlement date. Let them give any option. You should be there to pick up proper answer on that option. So settlement date का मतलब क्या है? The day on which transfers are effected. And settlement location, the relevant country. Now, if you are buying Australia Canadian, or if you are buying yen of Japan, so we can say that is a relevant location, Japan and Australia. Dealing location, the dealing location of 2 banks involved in the trade. So that is known as dealing location. Where there are 2 banks involved in the trade, उसको हम बोलते हैं dealing location. And settlement location, where relevant countries are involved. So this was about settlement date, settlement location, and dealing location. Any difficulty in understanding about these locations and date? Any difficulty in understanding?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, how the quotations are offered. So for spot market, method of quotation for interbank dollar trades, American term में ऐसा दिया जाता है, American term, because there are 2 different currencies, American and Europe की currency. So example is $0.25 to 1 euro. This is the value. So here we are comparing between which currency? Which currency you are comparing? Can you answer me? In the interbank dollar trade, which currency you are comparing? Which currency? Dollar and euro. There is a comparison between dollar and euro. सो अमेरिकन टर्म में फर्स्ट in the first place there is a dollar, and on the second place there is a European currency, that is euro, which is called as a American term. Vice versa, European term mein on the first place euro appears and latter place dollar appears, which is called European term. American term and European term. Now let me give you the simple example. When there are marriages, so if marriage card, if it is printed from boy side, so whose name appears first? Marriage card which is printed from boy side, so whose name will appear first? Can you answer me? Huh? Whose name appear first? Boy. And next girl. And when marriage card which is being printed by girl side, naturally first name will be girl and then boy. So similarly, when American term, American first dollar and then euro, European first Europe and then other that is dollar. समझ गए? American term and European term. Are you getting my meaning? What is how American term is expressed and how
Yes, sir.
European term is expressed? Okay. And then in this spot market, settlement date 2 business days for this particular interbank, and this thing it takes 2 business days. Then other than bank customer, which is called as a for non-bank customer. This is for bank. Please understand. This is for ये जो है किसके लिए है? ये कोटेशन किसके लिए है? किसके लिए ये कोटेशन? For read this.
Bank.
ये बैंक के लिए है. हाँ, अभी बैंक को छोड़ के बाकी लोगों के लिए इस तरह से कोटेशन दिया जाता है. ये बैंक का कोटेशन है, समझ गया? बाकी लोगों के लिए लाइक यू एंड मी, दे रेफर direct quote and indirect quote. Again, on direct and indirect quote, there will be a question from the examination point of view. Please understand what is direct quote. Direct quote which gives the home currency price of 1 unit of foreign currency. And the example देखिए आप, तो मैंने ये आपको लिखा है कि सपोज आज का अगर डॉलर का रेट है 75 रुपीज 34 पैसे फॉर $1, तो मैं पहले रुपीज लिखूंगा ऑब्लिक $1 लिखूंगा, तो इसको हम बोलते हैं डायरेक्ट कोड. डायरेक्ट कोड में पहले क्या आता है? डायरेक्ट कोड में पहले क्या आता है?
Home currency.
डायरेक्ट कोड में पहले क्या आता है? हेलो, I could not hear your reply. डायरेक्ट कोड में पहले क्या आता है? हेलो, हेलो, I want answer from you. डायरेक्ट कोड में पहले क्या आता है? Can you hear me? Hello? 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 I am not getting response from you. आप स्क्रीन पे देख रहे हो ना, डायरेक्ट कोड में पहले क्या है? बोलो ना, ये क्या आपके स्क्रीन पे सामने है? Are you looking at screen or not? हेलो, आप स्क्रीन को देख रहे हैं क्या नहीं देख रहे हैं स्क्रीन?
Yes, sir.
तो डायरेक्ट कोड में पहले क्या दिख रहा है आपको?
Indian rupees.
इंडियन रुपीज। और दूसरे स्थान पर क्या है दूसरे स्थान पर?
Dollar.
डॉलर, दैट इज फॉरेन करेंसी। तो इसमें इंडियन करेंसी कांस्टेंट है या फॉरेन करेंसी कांस्टेंट है डायरेक्ट कोड में? ये बोलिए मुझे, कौन कांस्टेंट है? कांस्टेंट कौन है डायरेक्ट कोड में? लुक एट दिस टू फिगर्स, कांस्टेंट कौन है?
Dollar.
यस, डॉलर इज कांस्टेंट एंड इंडियन रुपीज वेरिएबल। ये बदलते रहता है। आज है 75 रुपीज, कल शायद 76 होगा, परसों शायद 74 होगा। हो सकता है ना ऐसा, कि नहीं हो सकता है?
Yes, sir.
तो ये वेरिएबल है और ये कांस्टेंट है, समझ गए? एग्जैक्टली अपोजिट विद द इनडायरेक्ट कोड। इनडायरेक्ट कोड में इट गिव्स फॉरेन करेंसी प्राइस ऑफ 1 यूनिट ऑफ होम करेंसी। तो यहाँ पे होम करेंसी कांस्टेंट होती है इनडायरेक्ट में, डायरेक्ट में होम करेंसी वेरिएबल होती है और इनडायरेक्ट में होम करेंसी कांस्टेंट होती है। समझ गए दोनों का मतलब? वेराज डायरेक्ट में फॉरेन करेंसी कांस्टेंट होती है और इनडायरेक्ट में वेरिएबल होती है। यहाँ पे बदल गई ये फॉरेन करेंसी। So this is the meaning of direct quote and indirect quote. Again, I repeat, in direct quote, on the first position there is a Indian rupee, on the second position there is a foreign currency. Whereas in indirect quote, on the first position there is a foreign currency, and on the second position Indian currency. Now look at this diagram. Exchange rate quotation. How exchange rate quotations are offered? Please, I have explained with example also and this theory point also. Please go through this slide. I am giving you 1 minute. What is variable and what is constant? If you have any doubt, please ask me. If there are no doubts, please give me hint. Then I can go to the next slide.
No doubt.
Thank you. Now, the next one is, how do we calculate transaction cost? Because whenever you make a buying and selling of currency, cost is involved. There is a cost. Now cost. So whatever extra you pay, that is known as spread. It is known as spread. So bid minus ask. Spread used to calculate the charges by the bank. Now, for example, here I have given the example. Suppose bid and ask. These are the 40.50 and minus 41. So the difference is 50. So bid का मतलब क्या है? The price at which the bank is willing to buy. उसको हम बोलते हैं bid. The price at which the bank is willing to buy that currency. जिस रेट से बैंक खरीदना चाहती है, बाय करना चाहते हैं, उसको बिड बोलते हैं. उसके अपोजिट में आस्क मींस द प्राइस at which the currency is sold. The currency is sold. तो बिड जो है that is for buying purpose and ask जो है for selling purpose. इतना याद रखिए. बिड किसके लिए है? बिड मींस for what purpose? Bid is being used for purchase or sale. Yes. bid basically for purchase, for buying, and ask for sale. ask किसके लिए? सेल के लिए. Now the spot market percentage spread formula, which is known as PS, percentage spread formula. तो उसका फॉर्मूला याद रखिए, परसेंटेज स्प्रेड इक्वल्स टू आस्क माइनस बीड divided by ask multiplied by 100. So here I have taken some hypothetical figure. Ask price is 40.50, bid price is 41 rupees divided by bid multiplied by 100. So 41 multiplied by 100. And this way, the percentage, which is, if you calculate, this will come to 1.2195. Last two decimals you can ignore. First two decimals to be considered. But if it is a larger transaction, then definitely this decimal also has value. Because if you are having transaction in terms of crore, so even fourth decimal is also has some value. But if it is a small amount, then ignore last two decimals, consider first two decimal. So it is 1.21. So this will be calculate spread formula. The next, समझ गए क्या फॉर्मूला? स्प्रेड फॉर्मूला, आस्क माइनस बीड डिवाइडेड बाय आस्क मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 100. And what is ask? Again I repeat, ask means when we sell currency, and bid means when we purchase currency. Bid means purchase and ask means sale. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Now, whatever we have discussed, again we can have the discussion on these various terms which frequently being used in currency market. Frequently, these terms are used in currency market. So first term is spot rate. What is spot rate? The exchange rate that is available today. The exchange rate that is available today, उसको हम बोलते हैं spot rate. Now, if I ask you what is the dollar rate of today, anyone of you, those who are having update of today, what is the dollar rate of today? What is the dollar rate of today? Any idea? Yes, please. What is the dollar rate? Anybody knows dollar rate?
No, sir.
Okay, what was the yesterday? Yesterday, कल का क्या था? Dollar rate? Any idea? कल का रेट मालूम है आपको डॉलर का?
No, sir.
So yesterday the dollar rate was 75 rupees. 75. तो उसको हम बोलते हैं कल का स्पॉट रेट. 75 एक कल का क्या था? स्पॉट रेट. फॉलोड? जिस रेट से हमको डॉलर अवेलेबल होता है उसको हम बोलते हैं स्पॉट रेट. The rate at which the dollar currency is available, it is known as spot rate. The rate at which the currency is available, जो भी है, डॉलर है या येन है या पाउंड है, जो भी करेंसी है उसका जो रेट है आज का तारीख में उसको हम स्पॉट रेट बोलते हैं. फॉरवर्ड रेट क्या होता है? द एक्सचेंज रेट दैट कैन लॉक इन टुडे, वी आर लॉकिंग दैट रेट टुडे, but expected future exchange transaction, but an expected future exchange transaction. फॉरवर्ड रेट में क्या होता है? today we are locking transaction, but the actual transaction will happen in a future date. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया आज 5th of March है, but I am completing transaction on 1st of April 2022. तो उसको हम जो रेट तय करते हैं उसको हम बोलते हैं फॉरवर्ड रेट, बिकॉज द ट्रांजेक्शन विल गेट कंप्लीट ऑन 1st of April एंड नॉट टुडे. तो उस सिलसिले में या उस ट्रांजेक्शन में हम बोलते हैं फॉरवर्ड रेट. फॉरवर्ड रेट. फॉरवर्ड.
Yes.
What is the next term? Can you read out what is the next term? Any one of you? What is the next term?
Forward rate.
फॉरवर्ड रेट हमने डिस्कस किया ना अभी. उसके बाद में क्या है?
Option.
Option. Now this is also frequently used term in currency market. Option का मतलब क्या है? Financial derivatives that give buyers the right but not the obligation to buy or sell an underlying asset at an agreed upon price and date. Let me tell you in a simple language. Option जिसको हम बोलते हैं कि where you have the right but do not have obligation to buy or sell. जैसे कि मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ, सिंपल एग्जांपल. If you are booking railway ticket, you are traveling from Pune to say Delhi, and for that purpose you have booked railway ticket, and railway authority have given you seat number, coach number. देते हैं ना रेलवे अथॉरिटी सीट नंबर एंड कोच नंबर व्हेन यू बुक टिकट. हेलो.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what's your name? May I know your name?
Rutuja Patil.
Yes, Rutuja. Now, suppose now railway authority has given you ticket. You are book your ticket online, and railway authority mentioned that Rutuja Patil traveling from Pune to Delhi, and this is the coach number 6 and the seat number 25. Now, Rutuja, this is the seat allotted by railway authority to you. So, what are your right? Your right is to go and occupy that seat. Do you have that right or not?
Yes, sir.
You have. But can you sell that ticket to me? Suppose now my name is Chaudhary. So can Rutuja Patil sell that ticket to Rajendra Chaudhary?
No, sir.
No. So you do not have that obligation. You do not have that obligation to directly sell me that ticket. You can return that ticket to railway authority, and then railway authority will see whether to sell that ticket to me or not. लेकिन आपको वो अधिकार नहीं है. आपको अधिकार क्या है? ट्रैवल करने का है. आपको टिकट बेचने का अधिकार नहीं है. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट?
Yes, sir.
So that way you understand. Read this option line, and if you have any again doubt, please ask me. Read this option. I have given you the very simple example for understanding purpose. तो वापस से आप ये ऑप्शन का लाइन पढ़िए, and still if you have any doubt, please ask me. Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Got it ना? Fine. Now ये जो ऑप्शन है, जैसे अभी ऋतुजा पाटिल है ऑप्शन होल्डर है. हाँ, ये केस में ऋतुजा पाटिल ऑप्शन होल्डर है. Now ऋतुजा पाटिल is put to making put option allows for the sale of foreign currency by the option holder. तो रेलवे टिकट तो आप सेल नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन आप कैंसिल कर सकती है ना? कैंसिल कर सकते हैं आप. कैंसिल कर सकते हैं कि नहीं ऋतुजा टिकट? Canceling means you will get your money back after deduction. बराबर है ना?
Yes, sir.
So that is known as put. That is known as put. Vice versa, call option allows for the purchase of foreign currency by option holder. तो put में क्या होता है? Sale of foreign currency by option holder और call में purchase of foreign currency. Put में sale है और call में purchase है. Put में क्या होता है?
Selling.
Selling and call में
Buying.
purchase. Buying. Correct. So this was about the option put, spot rate and forward rate. So today we'll stop here and the rest of the things will continue in the next session. Thank you all for attending session. Still, if you have any doubt, please ask me. Otherwise, we will close the session. If any doubt, you are free to ask. I am here.
No doubt, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.